Day 8 of our adventures in Scotland by public transport. We arrive at Carl of Lochalsh.
We got dropped off by the bus and we noticed our favourite shop, the Co-op, but it was up a mountain to climb. Not really, but almost. We walked all the way up this spiral walk on the pavement up to where the Co-op was, and then when we got there we did our usual and got our sandwich meal for lunch. Leaving the Co-op, we happened upon a lovely little cafe. The good thing about the cafe was that it was open and we could see the station, and the train was actually in the station, so we could meander across when we wanted and just get on the train for our next stop, which was Dingwall. Our expectation for Dingwall wasn't very high.
But when we arrived at Dingwall, we were pleasantly surprised. We booked the Old Jail, which was very close to the station. This proved a blessing the next morning, as our train to Thurso was leaving very early. The flat we booked on Airbnb was beautiful, spotlessly clean and very spacious. It was also the best value of our trip, costing less than any other accommodation during the holiday. Everything was provided to be able to cook for ourselves, so we decided to walk into Dingwall to find a supermarket. We walked past a lovely church, heading on to the museum, which is currently celebrating its 50th anniversary. To celebrate, a local group called the Yarn Bombers have created knitted toppers for the high street posts outside the museum. I'm not usually a big fan of museums, but I found the first floor fascinating. The council chamber had been preserved exactly as it was before the 1975 local government reorganisation. The story of Hector Macdonald, the local hero, was very interesting. He'd risen through the ranks to become Major General.
We progressed down the high street towards the monument. We could see it clearly from anywhere in the town, and we had to cross a busy road, but we managed to get across. We managed to trudge all the way up to the top, where there was spectacular views, glorious sunshine, and a really, really interesting monument to Hector Macdonald.
After exploring Dingwall, we went back to the Old Jail. We cooked some dinner and relaxed. Day 9, we're leaving Dingwall for the Orkneys. I'd always thought of Dingwall as just a stopping off point between Skye and the Orkneys, so I was pleasantly surprised to discover what an interesting place it really is. I'm so glad we took the time to visit.
So off we set again, catching an early morning train from Dingwall to Thurso. It was remarkable how the train was so empty. We expected a lot more on board.
We saw some lovely views on the way to Thurso. I always like to see the sea and the beach. It really inspires me. I never tire of it. I love travelling along the coast. In Thurso, I saw another heart. Brian didn't realise I'd stopped to take a photograph. He was focused on our walk from Thurso, or should I say the frog march he took me on to Scrabster. We did 3 miles with rucksacks on our back in 51 minutes. Lunch was a salad we bought in Lidl in Dingwall. We didn't realise it didn't have a fork. But not to worry, Brian had packed camping cutlery somewhere, but he just had to find it. It was somewhere in his rucksack, but his rucksack was packed so tightly and we couldn't find it. So we ate the salad with our salad dressing cups and made the best of it. Then onto the ferry and off we go to the Orkneys.